Welcome to the penultimate episode of Reality Hour for American Idol. We are coming cutting it very close. The finale is only, by the time you see this and this goes up, maybe a couple
5 hours
away. But yeah, we're here. We got 3 contestants left, and we're all still here. We all still got a horse in the race. So I will kick it over to Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm doing okay. Very happy and very surprised because, not only did I think that Will was toast this week, I really thought Tristan was going to win. So I guess it's a good thing I'm not a betting gal. And I'm in front of Cinderella's castle, and you can't really be mad when you're in front of Cinderella's castle.
But
the ears aren't on because I was telling Eric with the green screen, they just don't work. So that's why the ears aren't on today.
And Eric is here too. How you doing today, Eric?
I'm doing good in front of my Nightmare Fuel background. Enjoy that, everybody.
I love that.
And I am cautiously optimistic. I think I might actually win this draft.
Well, I guess that's kind of the headline. We have our 3 remaining contestants. We have Jack, Abby, and Will, and I think we all have a shot here. I think each one of us has a legitimate. I could see this going anyway. Any of us could pull this out, guys.
I think so too. Like I said before, I was just very confident that Tristan was going to win this thing, and then he got eliminated last week. So, last year it was a foregone conclusion who was going to win weeks before the finale. This year, I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure, but we'll see.
And I will say, all 3 of the remaining contestants were all either our first or second picks.
No, they were your second picks and my first pick.
Yeah, Will was my second.
Let's be more specific, because I'm the only one who got it right in my first try.
Wait, so you both, Abby was Eric's. Was Will your first, Grace?
No,
Will was my second. Julia was my first. And I almost picked Tristan, and now I don't regret it. Because I feel like if I had picked Tristan, you would have picked Will, and then I would have been on blanket right now.
Anyway, regardless, let's go through the 3 remaining contestants' last week performances on Disney Night.
Wait, I think we're jumping the gun. Can we eulogize who we lost?
Yeah, I'm good.
Moment of silence for Emmy and Tristan. That's long enough.
Over. Moving on. Alrighty, so it's Disney week. A very, very muted Disney week. I don't know if you guys felt the same way. I did not like these song choices. Some of them weren't really Disney songs.
Oh yeah, totally.
Song, which is fine. I love that song.
I was thinking you were going to be happy that there was no "You've Got a Friend in Me," but then the judges and Seacrest sang it at the beginning of the show, so we can't avoid it.
That is my idea of hell. It's just that song on repeat.
Do I need to put the Andy's Room background up?
No.
Let's do it. All right. So Abby was up first. Part of Your World and The Chain.
Chain was the best performance of the episode.
Disagree. Hard disagree. Part of Your World was better.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The Chain is a fun song. I don't really think it's much of a moment song, though.
See, here's my thing with Abby this week. First of all, Kane Brown's advice for her during Part of Your World was to interact with the crowd more, and thankfully she ignored that advice because you can't do that with a pageant song.
When do you do that during that song?
You don't.
This is why
I will say.
This is why I should be the mentor.
Anyway, I thought The Chain was the best performance of the night because it's the only serious performance that anyone gave, as far as I'm concerned. Part of Your World was pageanty. Absolutely it was. But it got the most views.
More than hers.
But it got the most views and most engagement of any performance last week by a lot. So, hate to get myself too excited. But
what's going to happen if Eric wins? Are you going to do you have a crown you're going to wear? Or is there
I have a montage I'm going to show.
There's a montage. Eric has a whole montage prepared.
I got him a crown for Christmas, but apparently it didn't survive his move.
It did not.
We'll have to get him a new one. We'll have to chip in.
I will come up with a virtual background of a crown, and then the episode is going to 100% open with a montage of you both saying that a girl is never going to win this show.
You know what? I would love to see it. still don't know if it's going to happen, but I would still love to see it.
Okay.
I will be upset. I did not think this was Abby's best week of the game, but I don't think it really needed to be. Like, it kind of felt like a fight. Well, of course, I thought Abby and Tristan had their finale spots locked up. I was wrong on one of them. So it kind of felt like the other, mostly Jack and Will, were fighting for that last spot because Emmy just kind of laid down and accepted her fate. But really did. You don't sing The Climb.
It's always going to be another mountain, Grace.
Wait, is it that or Party in the USA that Miley Cyrus doesn't like?
Probably both. I would hope both.
I mean, I know she's trying to leave her entire Hannah Montana past behind, but whatever.
Anyway, I still think, even though Abby was better 2 weeks ago than she was last week, I still think she's gonna pull this out. I'm hoping. I've listened to her single quite a bit. Actually, it's very good. I like it a lot. So we'll see what happens.
I'm just thinking of all the other seasons where like Eric got his hopes up for the person winning and they didn't.
Yes, but my hopes have always been crushed before this point. Usually,
there was that lady when Chase won that Eric liked.
Grace Kinsler, but I knew she was going to come in third or second before the finale. I knew she wasn't going to win.
There was that girl Lauren Spencer something.
Lauren Spencer Smith. She should have won, but
I'm just saying, is Eric? Don't get your hopes up.
I'm fucking overdue at this point, you guys.
It's because Adam and I have watched these shows longer, so we are used to more disappointment.
It's funny.
I don't think you have watched these shows longer. I mean, I've been
watching American Idol since season 4.
Well, I've watched since season 7, so Adam is the one who watched since season 9. So anyway,
contestants though, they kind of like fit a winning archetype that I've noticed. Like, we got the white guy with guitar ×2, and then there's Abby, like, kind of like Maddie a little bit.
I think Eric's just praying that those two split votes and cancel each other out, and then Abby wins the girl vote, and that's enough.
Well, I'm just praying that I don't care how she wins. I just care what she wins. Honestly,
we know anything about like themes for the finale? Like, or
I know Bon Jovi is mentoring,
mentoring,
and that's all I know.
How many songs? Is it a 3-hour finale? A 2-hour finale?
It's 3 hours.
3 hours long. So that's why I'm drinking coffee.
Basically, what it is it's what they used to do on the Fox era, which was a performance show and a result show. The 1 hour performance show, a 2 hour result show. They just shoved them together into one night. So, anyway, let's talk about Jack Blocker, who I'm hoping gets second place tonight, but probably won't.
I think he's going to win.
No, a joke I refuse to believe that the closest thing to a joke contestant out of these 3 will win. Although there was Philip Phillips, so who knows? So first of all, nobody's fool. Have either of you two? Okay, for those of you who are watching, if you've never seen Cars 2, don't ever.
Congratulations!
It's terrible if you've never seen it.
Cars was the real winner here of this episode.
It always is. Anyway,
well, here's the thing though. The Cars and Cars 3 are mediocre. Cars 2 is easily the worst Pixar movie of all time.
I guess life isn't a highway, Grace.
Well, no, it wasn't because Tristan got cut. So nobody's fool. It wasn't terrible, but okay, the dancing was terrible, but the singing wasn't bad. Space Oddity, I actually thought was his best performance.
Agreed.
So even though it's not really a Disney song, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned.
I thought it was his best performance as well. He's my second favorite. I hope he's the runner-up. I am not sure that he will be after seeing how he did on iTunes, which is to say significantly worse than Abby and Will. But he should get second, so we'll see.
It would be hilarious, though, if he won because he barely survived the auditions, and he's still here. Like, if you had told me at that point that he would be in the finale, I would have laughed in your face the way Eric and I laughed at Adam when he picked Jack second in the draft. And I don't know if there's a montage for that or not.
There's no montage prepared for that, but there might be an emergency montage created if Jack somehow wins, but we'll see.
It should be illegal for him to come anywhere but third.
He'll probably come second, but we'll see.
Indeed, but I've kind of gotten nothing out of Jack this whole season. Like, is there one performance that was like truly memorable?
No.
So he'll fit right in with Lane Hardy. Let's just talk about Will.
Ballad, Lonesome Cowboy from Toy Story 4, which is the worst of the Toy Story movies, and Born to Be Wild.
I would have cut him. Like, seriously, I would have taken Emmy over him.
I would have taken Emmy over him as well.
Nothing performances.
Yeah.
Okay, like, so the Toy Story 4 song was boring. Born to Be Wild was just so anti-Will, but like, I don't have my glasses here, but if you are a white guy and you play guitar, and the week before the finale you don't play guitar in either one of your performances, you're dumb. You're dumb. If you're a white guy, you know you need a guitar to win this show.
No, you
Unless you don't watch it, in which case, why are you here? But like, after Born to Be Wild, I was fully expecting him to be cut. But then when he was the first one declared safe, I was very happy because I did not want to blanket 2 years in a row.
I'm going to predict that he's going to be third. I think we're going to end up with Abby and Jack, which is like a solid finale.
That would be a great top 2. For me, at least. But I think Will charted the highest on iTunes of the 3.
Where they
which
currently
means next to nothing, with Apple literally making you check a checkbox in settings to show the iTunes store now. So no one uses iTunes as a download service anymore.
Except for him.
Whatever. But Apple is literally going out of their way to hide iTunes from people. So I don't think that matters as much. Will is a clear third place in social engagement. So I think he's probably going to end up in third. I hope.
He's the type of contestant, though, like, Abby is more likely to have...
clearly the blandest and least interesting one of all of them. So
that means nothing. This is American Idol. But, like, I mean, Abby's fan base are the type that are more likely to go on YouTube. Will's fans are the more type the people that are going to buy his song. So I think that's where the discrepancy in numbers comes from here.
We'll see.
But I don't think Abby's demographic are the type that vote on this show as much as like Will's or Jack's.
We're gonna find out tonight, aren't we?
We are indeed. I'm even awake then because I've not slept all week.
Is that it? Is that all we have to talk about tonight? It's pretty short.
Those are the contestants we have to talk about. I am very excited to see Nick back on tonight's finale.
What's he doing tonight? I saw that on Instagram.
What
is he doing? Like a Neil Diamond song? Is he like promoting the show?
I don't know, but I would assume so.
Promoting a show that's closing at the end of June.
Excited to see Bishop Briggs, and excited to see the results. We'll see what happens. But
somebody commented though, like on the Facebook post that Eric decided to comment on my comment on, that like somebody pointed out that that this episode is going to be all about Katie because it's her last night on the show. The last 7 years have been all about Katie. The show has not been about the contestants probably since Simon Cowell was there.
Yeah, probably. But
and you can deny it all you want, but it's true.
I'm assuming Abby and Katie are going to do a duet tonight. So
probably.
Although I hope that Abby actually wants to do it with Katie and didn't want to do it with someone else, because if she's being shoved into that would kind of suck.
I feel like we forgot to eulogize like the most important loss of this episode.
What?
The end of Katy Perry's Disney costumes.
Oh, who cares? Who cares?
Maybe the producers really do.
Maybe we'll actually get a judge replacing her that will actually put the focus back on the contestants. Spoiler alert, we won't. But
we won't. But on that note, we'll be back sometime in a couple days to wrap this season up. Follow us on Threads, links in the description. We will see you all very soon. And we will know who wins the draft. Bye, everybody.